Okay, this video is about chapter 2 project. Chapter 2 is about formulas and function. Use formula, function, and formatting to create the table. Okay, so in the end, you are supposed to have something like a book. I'm going to show you right here. Okay, so you're going to have something like this. I'm going to do step by step. So I'm going to switch back because last time I forgot to switch back, so you couldn't see my screen. So we're going to see from page EX2-5, okay? And actually EX2-4. Now for the A1, we're going to type Harper Engineering. Okay, then we go down. We can type salary report. Okay, that is a subtitle, salary report. So you get the idea. So what you want is you want to type the content, then later you format. So uppercase R. Salary report. So we go down and we type employee. So now I'm on page 5. So you have employee, click the right tab, and right arrow or tab key, go to next. Okay, I have email address. Okay, email address. Press tab key. Now in the book here, you use the right arrow key. So either way is fine. Either way is fine. Okay, you can just press tab key. Go to next. Okay, now we can type dependent. Go to next. Now this one is interesting because you need to have the column title appear in 2 lines. Now, in order to have column title appear in 2 lines, you type hours, the first line, then click Alt key, Alt, Enter. Together, it should look like this. Okay, Alt key and the Enter key, Alt, Enter together. So, one hand press Alt, the other hand use press Enter. So you have something like that. You can type worked. Then click tab key, go to next. So you see hours worked. Now you do the exact same thing for the column E, which you're gonna type hourly. Now this is the first line you want up here. Alt, Enter. Go to next one, you type pay rate. Tab key again. So in the book, you use a right arrow. So you don't need a right arrow, you just use tab key, okay? Next one, we have gross pay. Next one, we have federal tax. Next one, we have state tax. Oh, sorry. And tax with percentage. This one is net pay. This was higher date. Okay, that is a K3 high date. Now, then we press the A4. And you're gonna type the name of everybody. Okay, you're gonna type the name of everybody. So this is Airtor, comma, Benny. Next one, we have types. Okay, we have the press. Okay, so after this, you type the. Okay, make the save. Then press right. Well, after you finish the Alt Benny, you press the right arrow key 2 times. 1, 2. To enter the employee name to make C4 be active. So which means just jump the, skip the email address to do the dependent. So you type 3 in the C4, then right arrow key again to type 74.50. and you press this key again. Now you see if you type the right arrow key, the 0 is automatically disappeared. So later on we can make it appear again by using increased decimal point right here. Okay, that's what we're gonna do later. Now we have hourly in the E4, which is hourly pay rate, we have 35.25, and we have clicks K4. Okay, you type 9, 5, 10. That is highlight. Then step 6 tell you step 6 on page EX6 tells you enter the payroll date on the table 2-1 for the 8 remaining employees. So actually the idea is now if you look at table 2-1, you can see you only need to type data for employee, dependent, hour work, hour rate, and hire date. So 5 of them. Okay, you only need to type the 5 columns. Then everything else will be generated by formula. Now in the future, your table will be most likely, maybe just 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns have the data. You manually type. Everything else will be generated by formula. Okay, that is the most important part of Excel. Try to generate content by using formula. Okay, I'll type the rest of it. Go to here. I'm gonna type according to the table on page 6. Okay, I'm gonna type the data. Fox Linda. And we have 1 and 80.00. And then we have 33.10. The high date is 10, 17, 12. Okay, move on to the next. The next one is Hanfield. Hanfield, comma, German. Okay, oh, dependent, I skipped the dependent. Dependent is 0. Hour rate 71.75. Hour rate is 28.65. And the date will be 2/2/13. Okay, 2/2/13. Next one. Okay, so we're gonna have the rest of it. Next one is Jamie Ben. We have dependent, which is 2, and I have work hourly rate 60.00, and I have 18.00, and then we have 115, 16. Okay, so next one I have not it. Oh, why? I accidentally make the caps lock open. Not it. Comma. 7. And I have 1 here. Wait a second. Oh, and I have 42.25. 25.90. Then we have higher date, which is 5/18. So I keep typing. So I'm gonna type Pete Field, comma, Joe, and then we have 0 dependent. The hourly work rate is 75.75 and 21.95 The hire date is 5/24/13. Go to the next one. So we have 3 more data, I mean 3 more lines to type. Building, comma, gel. And then we have dependent, which is 3. And we have hour worked, 80.00. Rate, 32.50. And we have the rate is 11.111111. Next one. Tillman. 2. And I have 64.50. It's 41.02. And date is 4/29/06. And this one is Wilson, comma, Olga. Oh, again, 168.00, 29.43. And the next one is 9/22/17. Now we finished typing the data manually. Now we're gonna do formula or the flash fill. So I'm gonna give you minutes. You can take a look. You can pause the video. Pause the video to check. Okay. So let's see. AX 2-7. Now, if you finish everything, I'm gonna try to use our flash fill to fill out the email address. So we click before, and if you want, you can make the A column change A column a little bit, but then in the future you can change back. Okay. So I'm gonna double click. So B4. Now I'm gonna type the first letter of your first name. at example.com. Now we press down key to the B5. We type lfox at example.com. So it's kind of like set up an example. Like your email is always the first letter of first name and plus the last name. So after you've done that, you're gonna select from B4 to B12. Okay. So after you finish this first two, then you click data on the ribbon and you click flash fill, which is this one, this little icon called flash fill. Just click flash fill. You see it automatically choose, fill up all this. Then what we will do is it will remove the entries from B4, B1, B2. I didn't have, so that is fine. So we fill up rest of it. Click OK. So we have everything ready. So we're gonna move on to next page 7. To enter the row title, we have several items. The title we have to do. We have totals, which you will generate data from sum. We have highest. So this one also we will generate from the formula. Maximum. This one is the lowest, which is minimum, and this one will be average. So they all need to get from formula average. So that's it. Okay, we're gonna start to do that. So it tells you to change the sheet name and color. So we can double click on the sheet name, double click. Okay, it becomes this. You type salary report. Okay. Press enter. So you have salary report. So double click here, you can change the sheet name. And then right click your mouse and display the shortcut menu and to the tab key, tab color. And you choose blue accent 1. column 5, row 1. So this is the one, blue accent 1. So this one, blue accent 1. Okay, blue accent 1. Okay, so this is the color you're supposed to choose. You right-click your mouse on the sheet name, and it will pop up this menu, and you choose tab color, and you choose the blue accent 1. Now, after you've done that, you want to save your file. So go to the file, now click Save As, okay, and browse your computer. I'm going to put it in my desktop Spring 2022 folder. And I'm going to save a name. Name will be SC_EX_2_KLA_. Helper. Okay. Okay. So that is the file name. So you click Save. And you can see the file name as this. So next thing is we're gonna use formula to create to fill up rest of it. Okay. Okay. So now if you look at page 2-9, okay, I'm gonna go to the textbook, show you the formula, because we do need the formula, as you can see here, for the gross pay, federal pay, state tax, etc. They all need to use formula to generate. So if I go to 2-9, okay, it shows you here. Those are formulas we're supposed to use. So for the rest of table, now you're gonna create all your data by formulas. So let's do the first one. Click F4 or type equal sign. Equal to what? Tells you equal to D4. You can type D4, E4, or you can just use the mouse click. Use the mouse click D4, which is this one. Then time asterisk, which is multiply. Then what is E4, which is this one? You can just use the mouse click. After that, you click this one, click this key, enter. So we have this number. So this is 2626.125. It's from the formula D4 times E4. Also here, the uppercase D and lowercase d is the same. So uppercase D4 and lowercase d4 is the same. Now press tab key, go to the federal tax, because the federal tax you need to use formula, also different formula. Okay, so the federal tax you have to use the formula, which is 0.24 times gross pay. Now, if you want, we're going to show you the formula again. This one, 0.24 times this. Now, which is, if I do the G4, this one, okay, is equal to. So when you type your formulas, it is important to have equal sign. So you can type. Okay, I'm going to make sure I switch to this equal sign equal. Now 0.26 times the parenthesis F4, which is gross pay, minus C4 is dependence, time what? 22.16 with closing bracket. That's the formula. You can see, you can type your formula directly in this cell, or you can just go to the top behind the FX. So this is the first formula. So from here, now your answer should be 665.507. Now, so that is this one. Be careful. Don't miss any curly bracket or anything. Then we go to state tax, which is H4. Now to have the H4, now the formula is just 0.055 times F4. So the state tax is 0.055 times F4, which is the gross pay. Sorry, I forgot to have equal signs. That is why it doesn't work. So I have this one, then I type F4, and it works. So it's 0.055 times F4. Keep in mind, equal sign is very important. Now we go to, we finish this. Now we go to the tax. We type equal. The tax is the gross pay. The state is the tax percentage is the federal tax plus the state tax divided by gross pay. So it's like equal to parenthesis the federal tax plus state tax divided by gross pay. How many percentage you pay? So 30%. The next one is J4, which is net pay. So what is net pay? Net pay is like a gross pay subtract the sum of federal tax and the state tax. So you can just say equal to gross pay minus parenthesis tax. Click enter key, and we have this number. That is your net pay. In the end, so your gross pay is 2626. Now after you have the tax, after you pay tax, so you finally get 1860. So you're ready. So your first line is ready. Your first line of this, just all the formulas. If you can use this control filter, which is the control key combined with the little curved key on the top of the tab. Okay, you see on the top of tab, this little key. I'll show you on the keyboard so you can know what I'm talking about. So if I search on Google to see the keyboard, okay, so the key I'm talking about this one, this little, the one in front of one is on the top of tab. So this with curve and dot, that is a filter key. So if you use control key and this filter key combined together, now it will show you how you type your formula. As you can see, if I show you again, now this is our table, right? I use a control filter. As you can see here, those are the data we type manually, and those are the formulas we generate. So control filter back to normal. Now we are ready to use the autofill. We use the F4 until G4. Those are formulas. So we highlight those, and then we move our cursor to the right bottom. As you can see, my cursor becomes this black cross. I drag it down and release. See, it automatically fill up. So if I use my control filter again, so you see the formula right here. So it automatically apply the same pattern, formula. Okay. The next one is to determine the total and everything else. So we are going to do this. I'm going to click Save button. So we move on to total, which is here. Okay. So we're going to skip the email address and dependent. So we don't need total for that. So we start from here. D. So we can click D13. Okay. Then click auto sum. Back to the home section. Okay, wait a second. I have okay, so we're gonna do the total. So let's go to the D13, which is the line. Okay, then we click auto sum button right here. So you can see if you click this, there's choices. So by default is sum. Then you have average, everything else we're gonna use later. So we can click sum. See the sum D4 to D12. So we add from D4, D5, all of them together. That is right. That is what we want. And then we do the we're gonna select range F13 to H13. So those we are going to use the auto sum. Okay, so this. So we're gonna do the auto sum for this one, F13. Click sum. Okay, so that is this. Click this. Now you will have this number, and we are going to just do the. If you want, you can do the G up by yourself. You know, just click this sum to do that. Or if you want the other way, you can just automatically do this. Oh, anyway, I forgot to use the control filter back to normal. Back to normal, so we have this. Okay. Okay, so we have this. Now for this one, -3 point this one. Okay, so if I go back to this, so this is the formula we're supposed to have, right? So in the book, now you have two ways to generate the F13, G13, H13, even I13. So either you click the sum, every single sum, or you just click finish the first one and you drag to the rest of it. Use the autofill. Either way, you're gonna have the exact same answer. Okay, so we have this, and for this one, so make sure you click the I12 and to move to the corner to drag to here. So you can just do the autofill. So your number should be 0.310932. Then we have this one. Now we're gonna do the rest of it. So on page 16, we're gonna do the highest. So click C4. Which one is the highest? So click insert function in the bottom in the formula bar. Okay, so which is this one? Now you pop your choice, and actually you just, this is the max. Click the max, and then click OK. And the number should be from C4 to C12. The range is 12. Okay. Then you click, after you modify, you click OK. Okay, so it's 3. As you can see, it automatically becomes 3. Again, you press the FX on here. This is the insert function. It pop up this window, and you modify the range, the number range. Okay. Now we have that. So we're gonna click OK this. So we have 3. Now we move on to the page 18. So determine the lowest. Okay, we're gonna go to the lowest part and click. It tells you to click the minimum, or if you want, just no. You have 2 ways to do that. Either you click FX and choose the minimum right here. I don't have a minimum. So from all, if you want, you can click from all, and then somewhere in the M. So you see, this is minimum right here. So you can choose minimum and then choose from range, like C4 to C12. Or I guess when you do the minimum, that's why the book show you the other way. The minimum you choose from here, MIM, and you're gonna choose this range and then release. Click enter. Okay, so you can just use the mouse to drag the range. So that is 0. Okay, the minimum is 0. Now that is the lowest. Then we're gonna do the average. Click this one. Now again, you can use FX to get the average. AV, so somewhere here. Average. Okay, I give you the range. So you should modify from C4 to C12. Right? You can do that. You can do this by click OK. So that is 1.444. Or actually the easiest way you do. This is another way. Another way to do is from here. Just click average. Okay, and just drag it range. So no matter what, your answer should be the same, 1.444. Now, if you use a control filter to see the input, so you can see now you have this ready. So your column C14, 15, 16 has the formulas. Control filter again, back to normal. So that's why we're gonna use a flash fill to fill the rest of it. Okay. Now we're gonna highlight C14 to C16. Then move our cursor to the bottom. So my cursor become a little black cross. I can drag it down to the net pay and then release. Okay, now it tells you, after you done that, you click I16 and then press delete button. You don't want this one. And it's gone. to delete the average text, do need the average text percentage. Okay, so that is this one. So after we done those many steps, we have finished this. Now the next one is to verify the formula by using range find. So that you like a I4, which is this one. Double click I4. Okay, the range finder tells you, okay, if you double click, it tells you, okay, how I type it, it's G4 plus H4 divided by A4. And click escape key, ESC key, get escape it. And also, so that is the data. Okay, so we're gonna stop it here. So I'm gonna make it one more video about formatting today. So you will be ready to watch the whole video, I mean, the whole project, how you done this whole project. Okay, so the rest of it is just to do the formatting part. Okay, so this is a video 1.